Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Senior Airman Zachary Adams, and I'll be the narrator for today's event. On behalf of the commander of the 60th Mission Support Group, Colonel John Ford, we welcome you to the Change of Command ceremony, in which the reins of responsibility for the 60th Communications Squadron will be passed from Lieutenant Colonel Franklin Latson Jr. to Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Doc Raden. During the course of today's events, there will be several times at which you'll be asked to stand. During the national anthem, military members will stand at attention. It is appropriate for civilian guests to place their right hand over their heart. The Change of Command ceremony is deeply rooted in military history dating back to the 18th century. At that time, organizational flags were developed with color arrangements and symbols unique to each particular unit. The flag served as a rallying point and reminder to their allegiance to their leader during battle. To this flag and its commander, military members dedicated their loyalty and trust. When a change of command took place, the flag was passed to the individual assuming command in the presence of the entire unit. All unit members could witness their new leader assume the responsibility and trust associated with the position of commander. He who possessed the flag also held the unit member's allegiance. This symbolic tradition has survived throughout military history. Please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the presentation of the colors, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Present the colors. Colors. Attention. Heights. Forward. Hearts. Forward. Hearts. Present Hawks.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Port. Hawks. Colors. Colors turn. Hawks.
Join me in prayer. Almighty God, we pause today not just to observe a time-honored military tradition, but to celebrate the deep bonds of family and fellowship forged in the fire of service. We gather to witness the passing of the guidon for the 60th Communications Squadron, and in doing so, we pause to give thanks to the remarkable men and women known as the Grizzlies, as well as the families whose love, patience, and resilience sustains them through every challenge. We lift up Lieutenant Colonel Franklin Latson. We thank you for his tireless devotion, his steady hand, and the genuine heart he has poured into this squadron. He has carried the heavy weight of command with grace, sharing in the triumphs, the long hours, and the daily trials of his people. He leaves behind a legacy of leadership built on trust and mutual respect. We also offer our deepest gratitude to his family, his wife Leah, and their sons Trey and Michael. Command is a family endeavor, and we thank them for sharing him with this unit. Their unwavering support, quiet sacrifice, and warm presence have been the very foundation of his success. As they depart, we ask your warmest blessings upon them and pray you guide them safely and prosperously into their next chapter. As this new season begins, we ask your abundant grace for Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Doc Raden, and as he assumes command. Grant him a servant's heart, the wisdom to guide, and the courage to carry this squadron forward to new heights. We also extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to his family, his wife Jessica, and their daughter Adeline. We pray they quickly feel warmth, strength, and secure embrace of the Grizzly family. May they find a true home amongst us, filled with lasting friendships, and as they begin this new journey. Finally, we ask your continued protection over the men and women of the 60th Communications Squadron. Bind us together in unbreakable camaraderie, keep us safe in all our endeavors, and continue to watch over us as we execute our vital mission of keeping our forces connected and ready. We ask these things in your holy name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you, Senior Airman Jacobs, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem, and Master Sergeant Wright for those inspiring words. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the official party. The presiding officer, Commander, 60th Mission Support Group, Colonel John M. Clore, accompanied by his spouse, Denise. The outgoing commander, Lieutenant Colonel Franklin P. Latson, accompanied by his wife, Leah. The incoming commander, Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Doc Raden, accompanied by his wife, Jessica, and daughter, Adeline. We are also privileged to have with us today several distinguished guests. Please hold all applause until all guests have been named. The commander, 60th Air Mobility Wing, Colonel Brandon Schroyer. The command chief, 60th Air Mobility Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Laura Hoover. The executive director, 60th Air Mobility Wing, Mr. Eric Fierro. Air Force Civic Leader and Travis Golden Bear, Ms. Sandy Person. The honorary commander of the 60th Air Mobility Wing Command Chief, Ms. Jennifer House. The commander of the 60th Maintenance Group, Colonel Travis Bohannon. The senior enlisted leader, 60th Maintenance Group, Chief Master Sergeant Max Dombrowski. The senior enlisted leader, 60th Operations Group, Chief Master Sergeant Siobhan Ryder. Representing the senior enlisted leader, 60th Mission Support Group, Chief Master Sergeant Eric Tabb. The commander, 821st Contingency Response Group, Colonel Brian Trumbull. The senior enlisted leader, 821st Contingency Response Group, Senior Master Sergeant Joshua Maskey. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to all commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and members of Team Travis for taking the time to be here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the presiding officer, Colonel John M. Clore.
All right, good morning, Team Travis. And the Mission Support Group, today we're going to continue our change of command season with our Grizzly family. And for the past 2 years, Team Latson led the Grizzlies. From powerful motivation, resounding resiliency, and genuine humbleness, Team Latson set the culture for the Grizzly Den. During their time, they built connections and friendships that will last a lifetime, but that does not make today any easier. The end of a tenure that brings change. Today, the Grizzlies begin a new chapter as they welcome Team Doc Raden, who will begin a new era of command. So to our wing leadership team, Colonel Schroyer, Chief Hoover, thank you for being here at this milestone event, and Mr. Fierro, Sandy, thank you for being here. And also to our group leadership, from the commanders and the SELs that are here today, thank you for being here. I can't overstate how the 60th Communications Squadron connects our collective success, so thanks for being here. And we're also very appreciative for everyone being here today, especially our awesome teammates from the local community, colonels, chiefs, squadron commanders, and the mighty first sergeants. Finally, a special thank you to our organizers who set up this great event and include a wonderful national anthem by the one and only Senior Airman Jacobs. All right, so let's get down to business. Over the next few minutes, you're going to hear some great stories. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear the stories in their entirety, as the communication system here can be intermittent at times. Almost as though the speaker has a broken voice, but I assure you it's the audio system. Please ignore the watery eyes, which most certainly are from the seasonal allergies, but you're also going to witness a powerful change of command from Colonel Frank Ladd Latson to Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Doc Braden. And it is the passing of the torch for everyone to see, especially the personnel within the 60th Communication Squadron, which is affectionately known as the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are the ones that keep us connected, the ones that always keep us connected. And I'll tell you what, that reminds me, just show of hands, who called the Communication Squadron today to say thank you for being connected? Anyone in the last week? The last month? Okay. All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's thank a Grizzly from time to time. In fact, we've got a formation of Grizzlies right here in the back, the ones who defend our network, who provide the resources and the expertise for us to remain connected. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, let me focus on a certain Grizzly. So Frank Latson is just one half of the Team Latson command team. Now, some of you may dispute the actual percentage of that command team, but that's a conversation for another day. Okay. That's because Miss Leah Latson holds her own. Leah, it's hard to know where to start. You and Denise have been two peas in a pod, almost inseparable at times, and for all the right reasons. I can truly say Denise has treasured her time with you and your two wonderful boys, Trey and Michael. Your relationship with Denise is exactly what it means to be an Air Force family. And Denise and I look forward to seeing you and Frank down the road in Sweet Carolina, perhaps at the next ladies' bunco night, and maybe with a bourbon and cigar for Frank and me. So thank you for supporting our Grizzlies, and thank you for being a fighter, beating cancer for a second time. We love you. All right, this great family is anchored by Ladd's mom, Chandra Williams, and his sister, Deandra Johnson. Also some in-laws, Michael and Monica Foster, who I think are all attending here virtually. But thank you for sharing your family with us and for helping us celebrate. So now to the Grizzly that I want to talk about, the one and the only Lieutenant Colonel Franklin Ladd Latson, a man of many names. Now Frank, I'm just going to jump right into it, my man, okay? All right. Despite his flaws, I have entrusted Ladd to command against my better judgment. What flaws am I speaking of, you might ask? So let's just say there's two teams out there that I do not enjoy, both of which Ladd does. They're the Duke Blue Devils and the Dallas Cowboys, who have yet to win a Super Bowl this century. I've tolerated this flaw for one reason, and despite my ire to these two teams that I will not mention again, they at least at some point in time represented the very best of their sport. They were the stamp of professionalism and are deep in tradition, especially under legendary coach Tom Landry. Ladd and the Grizzlies fall into that same group. Their bear and their patch, the unit patch they wear on their shoulder, denotes the strength, courage, and tenacity of commitment by squadron personnel to the mission. Their mantra, deep in tradition, speaks to those two teams, Ladd's leadership, and the character of all of our Grizzlies. This team of Grizzlies have provided the network and connectivity we need. We deployed to Aidid Air Base together as a team, and as no surprise, Ladd led the 379th Expeditionary Communication Squadron to the honor as the best communication squadron in AFCENT for that year. The Grizzlies that remained at Travis showed their resiliency despite 40% of their team being deployed. They kept us connected at Home Station 2. Later, that team maintained mission effectiveness during the longest government shutdown in history for over 40 days. They kept us connected. And when it came time for a no-notice deployment on verbal orders, they rose to the occasion and kept us connected. Things just didn't happen. They are built deep in tradition. They are built in a culture where airmen are empowered, valued, and heard. And Ladd's legacy that he built confidence in this generation of airmen by encouraging initiative as well as accountability. Additionally, the squadron had a robust family network and won wing level awards with their Key Scout liaison. In all, the squadron became more unified and purpose-driven, even with high ops tempo and constant change. They kept us connected. Lad, you left the squadron better than you found it. You made airmen feel that like they belonged. You led with courage, accountability, and most importantly, authenticity, as you emphasized your 5 pillars: foundation, family, fight, fitness, and freedom. Speaking of freedom, you're almost free too. Thank you for everything. It's been an absolute pleasure serving with you, and I hope we can get one more wired up, fired up boom before you get off the stage today.
Don't worry about it, sir. I got you.
Well done, man. All right. Our Air Force is built on the next man up mentality, and as we lose one airman to take on a new challenge, we receive another to pick up where the first one left off. And today, that new airman is Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Doc Radin, affectionately known as Doc. Aaron hails from St. Louis, Missouri, and is from a family familiar with the military. His father and both grandfathers served in the military to include during World War II, known as our greatest generation. Team Doc Radin includes his wife, Jessica, who's from Las Vegas, and their 9-year-old daughter, Addie, who is a competitive gymnast and an enthusiast in scuba diving, reading, animals, rock climbing, snowboarding, and Minecraft. So Jessica, Addie, welcome to Team Travis. Team Travis and our community, we have a lot to offer, and I have no doubt you two are going to fit right in. And Aaron's going to fit right in as well. Aaron is a Mustang, a prior enlisted computer technician that had dreams of being the next Robin Olds, a legendary fighter pilot. He was later accepted to the Air Force Academy and became a cyber officer where he has thrived. He brings a wealth of experience from Air Combat Command, Space Command, Transcom, Combat Com, and dare I say it, a 3-time executive officer and Air Command and Staff College alum. Aaron, we expect nothing but flawless staff packages from this point forward. So Aaron is exactly what we need to lead our cyber team. Aaron's personality is one of the architect or the strategist. Lad helped build a foundation and has a team wired up and fired up. Aaron will pick up where Lad left off, ensuring we remain connected despite attempts to degrade our nation's premier power projection platform. Aaron, congratulations on this well-deserved opportunity. Now let's get to work.
Thank you, Colonel Floyd. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the Meritorious Service Medal.
Bonjour.
Attention to orders. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal, 4th Oak Leaf Cluster, to Lieutenant Colonel Franklin P. Lazen for meritorious service 1 June 2024 to 30 June 2026. Lieutenant Colonel Franklin P. Lazen Jr. distinguished himself in performance of outstanding service to the United States as Commander, 60th Communications Squadron, 60th Mission Support Group, 60th Air Mobility Wing, Travis Air Force Base, California. During this period, Colonel Lazen directed zero-fail cryptologic support of Operation Epic Fury, synchronizing specialized teams that hardened theater command and control architectures across 2 combatant commands. This enabled the rapid projection of 187 warfighters and 336 tons of lethal cargo across CENTCOM and benchmark across the command. Moreover, he helped forge Travis's first unmanned detection system, advancing real-time Northern California air dome visibility and delivering centric unidentified aerial phenomenon for FAA and DOW surveillance units. Finally, as a deployed squadron commander, he oversaw the upgrade for AFCENT's largest network control center, fielding 80 new links and corrected a 4-year stacking project, enabling the operations and security of a $391 million cyber enclave. This effort resulted in the 379th Expeditionary Communications Squadron selection as the General Harold M. McClellan Award for Outstanding Large Cyber Unit. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Lieutenant Colonel Lazen reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Air Force. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing commander, Lieutenant Colonel Franklin Ladson Jr.
All right. What a time to be alive. Major Maneker, please put the formation at ease. Go. Before I say anything, I first must give all glory and praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, this moment would not have been possible. His grace sustained me through every challenge, every difficult decision, every blessing, and over these past 2 years. I need him every step of the way. Serving as the commander of the 60th Communications Squadron has been the most challenging assignment yet greatest privilege of my career. First, I want to thank Colonel Schroyer and the 60 Air Mobility Wing's leadership. Thank you for trusting me with the incredible responsibility of leading the squadron and our mission to globally connect Team Travis. Your leadership and support came at the right time in my career, and I really do appreciate that, sir. I also want to recognize everyone who made this ceremony possible, from the Projos, Tech Sergeant Gomez, A1C Bernard, Proffer, Tech Sergeant Select Coffrin, great job. The narrator, Senior Airman Adams, the Deacon, Master Sergeant Chavez Wright for the invocation, the setup and tear down team, everyone standing in formation, and Senior Airman Jacobs for singing the national anthem. Man, you put that flavor on that. That's what I want. I appreciate that. You did good, sir. To everyone joining us today, whether it's in person or online, thank you for taking the time to celebrate this occasion with us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and I appreciate that. To General Somney and retired Colonel Aptekar, thank you for taking a chance on me. You handed down one of the busiest communication squadrons in the Air Force to someone who has never commanded before, who has never served as a director of operations, and had very little traditional base comm experience. Yet you saw something in me and you gave me an opportunity, so thank you. Colonel Clore, sir, thank you for your mentorship, your candor, and the willingness to challenge me when I needed the most. You made me think differently, lead better, and ultimately help shape me into the commander that I am. Now, there is one thing that we may never see eye to eye on. You already mentioned it earlier. So I still have faith that the Cowboys will eventually win a Super Bowl sometime before I die. They will. You just gotta trust and believe. But nevertheless, sir, bottom line, we just have to agree to disagree on that. But one thing we can agree on is that this universe did a great job carrying me during my time as a commander with you. So, sir, thank you for everything. It's truly been an honor. Oh yeah, our wives are definitely became besties, and that also flourished during this time. So, thank you, universe. To my fellow MSG commanders, thank you for the friendship, collaboration, and support throughout this journey. We know that command can sometimes feel lonely, but we always have each other's back, and I appreciate that. I also want to give a special shout out to the Magic Makers for the 379th Expeditionary Communication Squadron at LUD. Deploying with you allowed me to shape my leadership skills in a way that I never expected. You helped me prepare to come back to Travis and service a major squadron at a high level, so thank you. Now I'd like to thank everybody who sacrificed the most over these past 2 years, which is my family. To my mom, Sandra Williams, thank you for giving me that go-getter mentality. Long before the military, you taught me the purpose of working hard and perseverance. Every bit of that mindset showed up on how I led this squadron. The high energy and also being loud came from you too. So Mom, thank you for that. To my sister, Deandra, my in-laws, Michael, Monica, and Sheena Foster, my extended family, and my friends, thank you for every prayer, every encouraging phone call, and every reminder that I would never walk this journey alone. To my boys, to my young kings, Trey and Michael Ladson, being your dad will always, and I mean always, be my greatest accomplishment, and part of my purpose, which is fatherhood, leadership, and stewardship. You kept me humble, you kept me laughing, and you remind me that no matter how demanding command can be, my most important responsibility was waiting for me at home. I love you all, and yes, we will go to Dave & Buster's and Top Golf once we get settled in Maryland. To my beautiful wife, Leah. People often say that command is a family assignment, but unless you lived it, it's hard to understand by any means. This past year, you faced one of your toughest battles of your life for the second time. Yet, through every treatment and every difficult day, you stood strong. Watching you continue to smile, encourage our family, and put others before you taught me more about leadership than any military school. You displayed the real strength to always have faith in God, take care of people you love, and refusing to quit no matter what. You will always be the rock of our family. Thank you for believing in me and enabling me to be a better husband, a better father, and a better man. Also, thank you for pouring so much of yourself into this unit. Everything from refining the new Squadron Commander's coins, which is the hottest coins out in Team Travis. Sorry, I was gonna say that. Also starting the security and chat with the key support program and crafting these baskets to welcome newborn babies to the Grizzly family. By the way, over these past 2 years, we had, 15, 16 baskets. My airmen are doing way more than patching service and just setting up the network. So, yeah, y'all doing a lot. Y'all doing a lot, man. But nevertheless, Leah, your creativity and your unwavering support helped shape the identity and culture of the Grizzlies. This squadron is better because of you, and I love you. And because of that, have a token of my appreciation. It cannot be flowers because we're leaving tonight, but nevertheless, you will enjoy it. Hey, Sergeant Wright, I'm doing good right now. I'm doing good. All right, so to my Grizzly family. Now, you all know I love using the color body analogy to describe the different tiers of our squadron. So what better way of time to do this one last time? So to the beautiful skin of the squadron, my civilians. The purpose of the skin is to protect the body, provide stability, and hold everything together. You all have done that for the squadron. You all are our continuity, our experts, and a steady presence that remains while command change, our airman PCS, and mission evolves. Most people never realize how important the skin is until it's damaged or it's gone. And we certainly felt that during the government shutdown. Thank you for protecting the culture of the squadron, keeping us grounded, and providing a foundation that allowed us to grow. To the hands and feet of the squadron, the airmen. The hands and feet are what moves the body forward. They do the work, carry the load, and often the first point of contact with the rest of the world. That's who you are for the squadron. Every customer you supported, every network you resolved, every problem you solved, and every mission you enabled. It strengthened the reputation of the Grizzlies across Team Travis. Never underestimate the impact of what you do. Thank you. To the heart of the squadron, my NCO Corps. The heart is responsible for keeping the body alive. It continuously pumps strength, energy, and life to every part that depends on it. My NCOs, you developed our airmen, upheld our standards, and inspired excellence. Thank you for being the heart that keeps the Grizzly family strong. To the backbone, the senior NCO Corps. The backbone gives the body strength, its balance, and the ability to stand tall upon pressure. Without it, the body simply cannot function the way it was designed. My senior NCOs, your experience, wisdom, and steady leadership has proven the strength with other needed confidence. Thank you for being the backbone that keeps the family Grizzlies standing tall. And finally, to the head of the squad and my leadership team. The head is made up of the brain, the eyes, and the mouth. It thinks strategically, sees what's ahead, communicates directions, and keeps the entire body focused on its purpose. My leadership team, you challenged my ambitious thoughts, broadened my perspective, shaping my decisions, and weren't afraid to tell me what I needed to hear. Everything we accomplished because of what we've done together, so thank you. And quickly, just to recognize some of the folks. First Command Team, Chief Bennett, Senior Barton, thank you for giving me a great start. My last Command Team, Chief Harris, Senior Carter, Sergeant Wright, and as you can see, you got Senior Carter and Chief Wright. We are also going to do a change of responsibility as well, so I think that was a good look. Mr. Struska, my rock star, Major Vanaker, the Godfather, Mr. Elliott, all my flight commanders and flight chiefs, just thank you for carrying my vision along the way. And also shout out to Trish, who also been my lifesaver and keep me on track. To the incoming commander, Aaron. We know each other since our days at Air Command Staff College, and I know that Dr. Horn would be proud of us right now. I'm pretty sure your leadership has grown since our time at Maxwell, and I have complete confidence that you are the right leader at the right time for Team Grizzly. Brother, you got this. and I can't wait to see where you take this squadron to the next level. Grizzlies, I'm asking you one final favor. Give Aaron the same opportunity you gave me. Trust him, support him, challenge him, encourage him, follow him. He'll bring his own leadership style and his own vision, and I know he will take you all to greater heights. To Jessica and Addie, welcome to the Grizzly family. You are about to experience something truly special. And as I prepare to close, let me leave you with one final challenge. 2 years ago, I asked the squadron to build itself on trust, communication, competency, and love. Today, I ask you to carry on the mindset that we have created. Be flexible, because the Air Force will continue to change. Stay ready, because the next level is never far away as you think. Move with a sense of purpose, because every day when you wake up is another opportunity to make a difference. Never waste that opportunity. That is the standard. That is our legacy. And as far as legacy, I simply ask you to remember these 3 things. Remember me as your commander, who was never afraid to be himself. Remember me as a commander who wanted the squadron to win by any means necessary. Most importantly, remember me as your commander who believed in you, who trusted you, and who loved you not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Grizzly Nation, you don't owe me anything. Thank you for this one hell of a ride. I love you all. Peace out.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Ladson. At this time, the men and women of the 60th Communications Squadron wish to render a final salute to their outgoing commander. But before they do, Lieutenant Colonel Ladson needs something special from the members.
Yeah. Y'all know what I need. One more time for the roll. Love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the change of command.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Special Order G-27-016, dated 29 June 2026. Lieutenant Colonel Doc Radin is appointed Commander, 60th Communications Squadron, Travis Air Force Base, California, effective 30 June 2026, under authority of Department of the Air Force Instruction 51-509.
Officers, center.
Sir, I relinquish command.
Sir, I accept command.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. On behalf of Colonel John M. Ford, it is my pleasure to introduce the commander of the 60th Communications Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Doc Radin.
Good morning. That's definitely going to be very hard to follow. Let's see, that was amazing. Good morning, everyone. First, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Colonel Schroyer, Chief Hoover, and Colonel Kohler. Thank you for your faith and trust in me to lead the men and women of the 60th Communications Squadron. I'm humbled by the opportunity and fully committed to serving this team, getting after the mission, and taking care of our airmen and families. I also want to thank my family, friends, and all the mentors, teammates, leaders who have helped shape me throughout my career, some of which who are attending virtually today. No one arrives at this moment like this alone, and I am grateful for the people who have invested their time, trust, and leadership in me along the way. Additionally, I would like to thank the distinguished guests, fellow commanders, senior enlisted leaders, and everyone here today. I look forward to getting to know you and working with you. To the airmen of the 60th Communications Squadron, I am excited to join your team. Before arriving, everyone I spoke to had nothing but incredible things to say about you and the squadron. The past few days have only confirmed exactly that. I am blown away by your accomplishments, culture of professionalism, innovation, and dedication to the mission with Lieutenant Colonel Lassen and Chief Harris. I look forward to learning from you, working alongside you, and continuing to build on the outstanding foundation that already exists. Most importantly, I want to thank my family. Jessica, thank you for being my constant source of strength, encouragement, and sounding board. And to my daughter, Addie, thank you for being the brightest part of every day. You make me laugh every day. Military life brings plenty of challenges and uncertainty, but you have always embraced it with grace, resiliency, and being able to find the humor in every situation, including handling a 4-day cross-country road trip with a cat and a dog who were less than thrilled to be shoved back in the car over and over again. In all seriousness, thank you both for your love and support. None of this would be possible without you. It is truly an honor to join Team Travis and the 60th Communications Squadron. I look forward to serving alongside each and every one of you as we continue to make the air mobility mission happen. Thank you. Let's get after it.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Doug Radian. We look forward to your leadership and guidance. At this time, the men and women of the 60th Communications Squadron wish to render their first salute.
Present, march! Order, arms!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the Air Force song and the departure of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Please join us at the 60th Communications Squadron Grizzly Den for a reception in honor of Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Doc Raden. We thank you for joining us and hope you have a wonderful day.